Good morning, Padres. My name's Kaden.
My name's Kivon.
And welcome back to another episode of Padre TV.
Starting this broadcast off, we look at this weekend's weather by Shekinah and Otanel.
Welcome to our last Padres weekend weather. Our weather forecast will be a little different for the graduation night.
On Thursday the 25th, there will be lots of sun with a high of 100 and an evening drop to 71. On Saturday the 27th, it will be sunny and windy with a high near 99.
The evening will lower around a refreshing 72. Sunday the 28th is similar with a high reaching 100 in the day, and later that night will drop to 71.
Have a good summer, Padres.
Do you know the schedule for next year? If you don't, you're in luck. Here's a segment by Mauricio that'll help you out.
As we are closing this school year, here is some back-to-school information you will need when you return. On July 11th and 12th, Marcos is hosting resource distribution. You will receive your laptops at the bookstore and you will get your IDs in class 121 and the 100 building. Then on July 13th, there will be an orientation for our incoming freshmen called Padre U. Lastly, because we have a new calendar, the first day of school will be early this year. School will start on July 19th, so get ready, Padres.
Hey Padres, with the end of the school year approaching, if you're going camping over the summer, or your plane crashes in the middle of nowhere, here are some survival tips that could save you. Number 1, fire. Step 1, make a circle of rocks to manage the size of the flame. 2, put a bunch of twigs and small sticks in the circle. Step 3, place dry leaves and grass on it. Step 4, light it. If you don't have a lighter, you can rub flint and steel together to make sparks, or rubbing sticks. 5. Once you got a good little flame going, add some chunkier pieces of wood to keep the fire nice and healthy. In the words of Jim Carrey, let's spicy meatball.
Now if you're lost, here's how you can tell what direction is north. If you have at least some idea what time it is of the day, then you can use the sun to tell if it rises on the east and sets in the west. Using this, find which direction, which is simple from there. Even my dad can do it, even though he never came back after going to get the milk.
It's about time turtles get the respect they deserve. So much in fact that we made a whole day about them. Let's shoot this over to Juice and Steven to see what it's like.
Hey Padres, did you know that May 23rd is World Turtle Day? Turtles and tortoises are associated with wisdom, and they can be found in many different environments around the world. Turtles are very common in the ocean and keep our beaches clean by feeding on dead fish that wash up on the shores. Tortoises dig holes that are inhabited by many other creatures. The differences between a turtle and a tortoise is that a tortoise lives longer, but a normal turtle cannot live for that long. They maintain ecological balance, therefore it is important to conserve these gentle animals. So happy Turtle Day, Padres. Let's take a moment to celebrate our shelled friends.
Do you know your history? If you don't worry. Check out this segment by Alec.
On this day in history, in the year 1951, the U.S. government had just finished up their 4th round of testing of Operation Greenhouse. Operation Greenhouse was the 5th series of nuclear test series ran by the U.S. government in an attempt to reduce the size, weight, and the amount of fissile material needed to produce a nuclear warhead, while also improving the destructive capability of the nuke. This series of inquiry and testing was what ultimately led America to producing thermonuclear warheads, and more importantly, the creation of the hydrogen bomb. On May 24th, they had managed through rigorous testing to obtain a proof of principal test in which they tested a booster designed for nuclear fission. This booster proved to work and had doubled the yield or power compared to a non-boosted bomb. This concludes this day in history.
Have you ever wanted to go to Florida? Well, too bad y'all listen to my annoying voice talk about Florida on Wednesdays again. Let's get a plane ticket and take a trip all the way to Brevard County. Once a week, we gather around a campfire to listen to me talk about how Florida relates to a GTA 5 server. But instead, it's not a campfire. It's just a dark classroom. This week, we have angry landscaper mad because he didn't get his money, which, who can really blame him? Anyways, totally not scary Peter Dusick, which, you can see why he's scary. He attacks one of God's greatest inventions, right next to Post Malone and Captain Crunch. Mailbox. But attack is a severe understatement. He kinda strapped a bomb to the mailbox. You know, the thing to level out large buildings or to clear rooms full of bad guys. Long story short, Well, he went to jail for processing and being in possession of said bomb and aggravated assault. Can't forget that. Anywho, that's all for today, folks. Make smart decisions and don't attack mailboxes. That's all I can really say. Shadow Wizard Money Game. We love casting spells. Love.
Are you looking forward to summer? You should go around and ask some teachers. That's exactly what John and Tristan did on their newest segment of Man on the Street. Check it out.
Did you know that teachers don't really live at school and they have plans for the summer? Let's go find out what those are. What's your plans for the summer?
My plans are kind of crappy for the summer, to be honest. I'm going to be working summer school this entire summer. I'll be a counselor for summer school at Mountain Point, and then that gives me about 1 week off before I have to come back on July 10th and start the new school year. So that is my summer.
What are your plans for the summer?
My plans for this summer would be, well, to get ready for the 23-24 school year for you guys. So you guys are ready to come back on July 19th and then spend all the time that I can with my family. Do a little bit of traveling with my son. He is going to be participating in nationals for track and field. So we're going to be going to Oregon for that. So just family and get ready for the new year.
What are your plans for the summer?
This summer, I'm going to go to Florida to help my grandparents move and pack up their house. Also do a little beaching while I'm at it. And then I'm going to do a bunch of camping. We just got a bunch of new camping gear and go camping with the family.
So what are your plans for the summer?
Let's see here. I'm going to go back to Iowa where all of my family lives. My sister lives there and she's also a teacher. So we get our summertime where we like to, catch up, etc. So I'm going to do that and then come home and back to school.
What are your plans for the summer?
I'm going on a girls' trip and I'm going to go visit family.
That sounds fun. Where are you going to go?
Missouri and Ohio.
All right. Have a good summer.
Thank you. You too.
That's all, Padres.
Have an amazing summer.